Very good afternoon, dear students and my friends. Due to your courage and support in my first educational video, now I am going to share the second video, which is based on my PhD work. So today I will deliver something for your gain of knowledge regarding the study of flora, soil and water quality of selected chromite mining dumps in Sukinda, which is located at Jajpur district, Odisha. So this was my PhD work. So what I have done during this PhD program, I am going to elaborate to you. So in my presentation outline, I will cover basically the mining history and about study sites, then what are the problems arise due to mining and how my work methodology was there, and then what result and discussion I found, and at last I will conclude my talk with some recommendations. But I would definitely like to complete this video as soon as possible within 10 minutes. So we know that nature plays a very significant role in maintenance of ecological order. So now achieving this ecosystem stability, population explosion and related causes create havocs towards this environment and also our climate. So we know mining is also one important sector of our economic growth and development. Rapid mining activities without environmental planning deteriorate the biodiversity. Not only the biodiversity but also the soil quality, water quality, and which ultimately affect our climate and our health. So if we will go to the mining history in our country and in our state, then a wide range of mineral reservoirs are found in our country and also in state. So we have total 9,906 mining leases over an area of 7,453 square kilometer. Okay, so according to one IBM publication, the states having metal mining activities in order to decreasing potential, that is Rajasthan, which contains 25% of the mineral percentage or mineral recoveries or mineral minerals, then Karnataka, then our state Odisha, it contains 14% of the entire reservoirs, and then Bihar and if you will see, then all these four states it only contains a vast quantity of the leach areas, that is 65%. Okay, so some of the important mineral products in our country at present are bauxite, chromite, copper ore, iron ore, lead, zinc, gold and manganese ore. Okay, so if we will see, since independence, that is 1947, India's mining industry has shown rapid growth, and this mining is basically done through small scale basis. Modern mining, uh, as per available record, started in the year 1909. Okay, so what is my study site was your Sukinda Valley, as you all of may know that Sukinda Valley is situated in Jajpur district, which is basically known for chromite reserve. Okay, so it is having a very good your communication facilities. So the Jajpur Keonjhar road in Howrah Madras main rail line, It is connected by an all-weather road of 55 kilometers on NH5. Okay, so there are several important mines like Tisco, Misrilal, Fakar, Jindal, Impha, Odisha Mining Corporation are operating in the area. And Sukinda Valley in Odisha contains 97% of India's chromite deposit, extracted mainly through open cast mining. So this is the mining site, particularly my study site. Okay, so this was my PhD work. So I have selected two chromite mines. One was your Tata Steel, as you all know, that is a famous mining company in Sukinda region, and another was Sorwaville, the most oldest mine in our Jajpur Chromite mining region. In these two locations, I have selected total 8 dome sites. Okay, so 5 from your Tata Steel and 3 from Sorwaville mining sites. Okay, and the plantation, as per the plantation age, the dome name was selected. Okay, like 1 year plantation age dump is named as D1, 2 year plantation age is known as D2. In this way, the dump where the plantation age were 18 years is named as D8. Okay, so these are the pictures of the mining quarry of Jajpur Chromite regions. Okay, so this is the Obidump 2, that is the name the mining company is given to this dump as Obidump 2, and I have selected it as D1 or dump 1. Okay, then dump 2. Okay, so these are the figures of other dumps of my study. And then why I chose this topic, because we know that this periodic physical disturbance creates many communities and in disturbed. Okay, so in open cast mining work, surface earth and underground rock is peeled off and piled on the earth surface, which is called as dome, and which contaminates soil, air and water ultimately due to runoff. These activities affect water, soil in mine area and put great pressure on vulnerable ecological environment. So important challenge in open cast mine is to restore and rehabilitate vegetation on waste dump. Okay, so overburden dumps are environmentally very unsustainable. Means it is too difficult to or for the plants to settle and grow. Then the objective of my study was documentation of species in all the selected sites, then to find out structural parameters like the different frequency, density, abundance, IVI, basal area, all these things, and then to find out distribution pattern and community coefficient of existing flora on that site, and to investigate these physical chemical properties of soil and their influence on phytosociological behavior of vegetation at different sites, and at last to suggest some suitable management plans specifically for the overburden domes and abundant mining pits of Sukinda was my objective. So the methodologies followed during my study is phytosociological study given by Misra. Distribution pattern was studied by Kutis and Kotam. Basal area by Hanson and Churchill, soil texture by Pycroft, soil pH by Jackson, and organic carbon by Jackson method. Okay, so this is the method how we calculated the density, frequency, abundance, relative frequency, and the entire study was done for continuous 2 years, that is from December 2010 to um, 2011. Okay, and then from 2011 to 2012. Okay, so a quadrant of 10 meter into 10 meter was selected for tree species, and 1 meter into 1 meter or 1 meter square for forest species, and the data were also collected in different seasons like winter, summer, rainy. Okay, and from the collected data through the Excel software or Excel MS Office Excel, I have calculated all the ecological parameters. So these are some pictures during my study period, how I calculated the soil parameters, how I measured the trunk size of the plant present over the sites. Okay, so this is how I collected the leaf and twigs of the branches for the identification of the family of the plant. Then this is how the quadrate was measured, and then this is the dome site. Okay, so here I have totally identified 117 herb species which lie in 41 families. Okay, so out of which some your dominant family was Euphorbiaceae, then your Fabaceae. Okay, so so these were some Poaceae also. These were some dominant species find dominant herb species. Okay, find over the chromite dumps. Then 65 tree species was also documented, which falls under 25 families, and out of which the some dominant families were Combretaceae, Euphorbiaceae, and Mimosaceae. Okay, so this was the total number of trees and herbs of my dome sites. So in dump 1 and dump 8, maximum herb species was found, and your in dump 5, maximum tree species was found. Then here is the tree species distribution pattern. Okay, means how it is distributed over the dump site D1. Okay, so this was also tree species distribution for D8. This is also same herb species distribution of D1 and herb species distribution pattern of D8. So here I have found out the species, both herb and tree species distribution pattern over one earlier age, that is D1, and D8 means having the 18-year vegetation old plantation. Then see the result of the organic carbon content over all the dome sites, and also the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium content of all the dome sites. Okay, so you will see that in dome 8 means the oldest dome, the organic carbon and all other nutrient content was also maximum. This shows that during the succession, the dome 8 has achieved a matured position where the ecosystem is functioning properly, so that the litters which falls from the tree, it is decomposed easily through the microbes. So this is the water analysis result. So 21 water parameters were analyzed. Okay, so this is the analysis result, and so now coming to the end part, so we can conclude with some remarks or suggestions that all degraded mining area and abandoned open cast mines which are existing presently and will generate in future should be reclaimed after filling with overburden dome materials and other soil amendments. The upper layer of the plots prepared over the field area should be amended and made suitable for plantation. An additional of local soil along with cow dung compost. Okay, because cow dung compost contains all such types of nutrients which is required for the proper growth of a plant, and green mulch. Green mulch we can apply because it will protect the plants from soil moisture evaporation or moisture loss, or both may be used for faster reclamation. Topsoil be preserved and used early in restoration to retain gene pool. Okay, these are some important recommendations. So common herb species should be mixed with plantation to generate organic matter fast. and the tree species of local origin performing well may be selected. So principle of ecological succession may be applied with successional and late successional and climax species mixed together for faster recovery. Okay. So we can also take some individual action to protect our environment, okay, and to reduce the pollution. So reduce more fuel efficient vehicle, reduce vehicle use, improve energy efficiency in buildings, develop carbon capture and storage process, increase of solar power equipments, use of increase of solar power devices, equipments, rooftop solar energy harvest systems, okay, then decrease deforestation of plant forests, improve soil carbon management strategies. Then the most important thing is create public awareness. So international conferences like Earth Summit, Kyoto Protocol, Copenhagen Summit should be implemented. Okay. So to prepare this up to this presentation, I would like to acknowledge my esteemed guide, Dr. V.P. Upadhyay and Professor Manoranjan Kaur, then Dr. P.C. Panda, Management of Sorwabil Chromite Mines and Sukinda Chromite Mines, Dr. Ravi Kumar Mishra, Dr. Neha Ranjan Das, sorry, Professor S.K. Sahu, Dr. Antarjami Mishra, Organizing Committee. Okay, so with this, thank you all, and I like that this video will help you to generate a clear-cut idea regarding mining, what is overburden domes, how mining affects our ecosystem or different components of the ecosystem. Okay, so thank you guys, thank you, and wish your colorful future. And yes friends, so if you like this video, then please like the video and subscribe the video, which will motivate me more to create new educational videos. Thank you.